Good afternoon. I'm Reverend Kathy Harrington, and I serve this congregation as the interim lead minister. The service this afternoon is offered by Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Asheville's Pastoral Visitors Team and Nancy Bragg, facilitator of the Good Grief Group. The dedicated Pastoral Visitors team include Iris Harding, Jill Pryor, Tori Schmitz, and Myrtle Staples, who are here, and Dale Wakowiak, who's watching online. Special thanks this afternoon to our musicians, Michelle Raines and Clyde Harding, for their music ministry. The Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Asheville offers others opportunities for support through our Good Grief Group. It creates a safe space, a sacred space, to grieve many losses as we notice our feelings, share them with others, and deeply listen to ourselves and others. You're welcome to talk to Nancy Bragg about joining us on the second Friday of each month in Sandberg Hall from 9:30 to 11 a.m. I'm going to light the chalice this afternoon, with words from Albert Schweitzer that felt appropriate. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Welcome. Welcome to this place of sanctuary from a season that can overwhelm us with expectation. We have chosen to be present here where tender feelings and weary spirits and wounded hearts can find respite. If you have come here because you are grieving the loss of a loved one, we welcome you. If the pain of illness brings you, we welcome you. If unemployment or financial hardships or financial strain brought you here, we welcome you. If you are nursing a broken heart or struggling with addiction or weary with no place to lay your head, we welcome you. And if you simply need a quiet place in which to breathe, to reflect, and to reconnect, we bid you welcome. You are not alone. It's good to be together.
We all come here today for different reasons. Our burdens or our worries are our own. They are unique to our lives. And yet to speak one's pain or struggle is to bring it into the light of this day, this community. It is to invite the Spirit to hold us and to help us heal. Let us join together in this litany, which can be found printed in your order of service. We can feel safe speaking these words together, quietly, wearing our masks in the sanctuary. People attending virtually can follow the words on your screen, and it's on the back side of your order of service. We come while much of the world dances in seasonal joy.
We all come
In the world,
light,
color, and music and celebration.
We acknowledge that the holidays can hurt.
We come with hearts
heavy.
heavy. We come with worry and weariness, sorrow and sadness.
We come for
many reasons, some perhaps known only to ourselves. We come mourning the loss of our loved one. Some of us come mourning the loss of our health, or concerned about the health of a family member or friend. We might come mourning the loss of a job, an opportunity, a dream. Perhaps our sense of self, certainty, or balance has been altered. Some of us come because the heavy cloud of depression has enveloped us. We acknowledge the holidays can hurt.
We come mourning the loss of joy and peace.
We come to acknowledge we hurt at this holiday season and to remind ourselves
that we do not hurt alone.
Thank you, Clyde. Holidays magnify everything.
There is more noise, more shopping, more sorrow, more gatherings, more tears, more loneliness, more decisions, more pain, more memories. It's no wonder that the bereaved see holidays as something to dread. Holidays magnify your loss by placing constant reminders all around you of what you are missing in your life. It's at the malls, you'll feel it at church, you'll get it through the mail, you'll hear about it at work. There's no safe place to hide. There's something about the holiday season that tells you you're supposed to feel all filled up, that you're expected to feel as though you just might burst with excitement like you did when you were a kid. But what you are actually feeling might be the exact opposite. There could be a void that refuses to be filled, at least for the time being. Holidays are about having everyone together. It's a time when we stop our routines and focus on gathering our loved ones around us and creating new memories. That empty chair at the table is a glaring reminder of your loss. Even rearranging the chair so you won't notice the empty seat won't take away the knowledge that someone is missing. Because what your eyes can't see, your heart will still feel. And most would surely say, all I want for Christmas is to have my life back the way it was before my loved one died, before I lost my job, just before. This year, all you may be able to do is just get through the holiday season and maybe seek out a special moment or two and be satisfied with that. But hold on to the hope that all is not lost, and what is lost is not meant to forever take away joy. Our hope for those in the throes of fresh grief is that someday the winter holidays will again bring you more joy, more music, more laughter, more gratitude, more friends, more surprises, more festive occasions, more memories.
We light 5 candles, one for our grief, one for our courage, one for our memories, one for our love, and one for our hope. This candle represents grief. The pain of loss is intense. The depth of our grief is a measure of the depth of our love. This candle is for memories, the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. All have contributed to the rich fabric of our lives. This candle represents courage, to confront our sorrow, to allow ourselves to be comforted, and to move forward as we are able. This candle is the light of love, the love we have given and the love we have received. We can be truly grateful for the gift of love. This final candle is the light of hope. We hope for a time when our sadness will ease or perhaps be accompanied by a lightness of spirit. May the glow of this flame be a source of hopefulness now and forever. In this holiday season, may the light of these flames bring warmth and illumination to our lives and bless us on the journey. Michelle Rains will now sing hymn 1002 in the Teal hymnal, Comfort Me. If you are here in the sanctuary and moved to join, Michelle would love for you to hum with her. We invite those of you with us from home or elsewhere to sing.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul.
excuse me, blessing for the longest night. All throughout these months, as the shadows have lengthened, a blessing has been gathering itself, preparing for this night. It has practiced walking in the dark, feeling its way by memory. This blessing will find you. Even though you cannot see it coming, you will know the moment of its arriving by your release of the breath you have held so long, a loosening of the clutch around your heart, a thinning of the darkness that had drawn itself around you. This blessing does not mean to take the night away, but it knows its hidden roads, knows the resting spots along the path, knows what it means to travel in the company of a friend. So when this blessing comes, take its hand, set out on the road you cannot see. This is the night when you can trust that any direction you go, you will be walking toward the dawn.
And now it's time for more ritual in our service. As you know, we've already had one ritual in this service, and we lit our chalice. That's one of our rituals every time we come together, and it kindles the spirit in us. During this many days of the pandemic, uncertainty, loss, and grief have become constant companions for us. In the midst of yet another holiday season, we find ourselves with heaviness on our heart. And it seems like we're alone, but we really aren't alone. We are here together as a UU community. There are those of us in this sanctuary, and then there are those in the sanctuary of their homes that are participating with us. Let's gather together and connect with both our hurts and our hopes in this shared ritual. So rituals allow us to step into the sacred by engaging in the process with our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. We are making meaning and making our experiences memorable. Rituals often use objects as symbols. So those at home can gather a bowl of water, we have some right here, and something heavy like a rock, and something light like a feather. So we have our rocks back there where the candles usually are, and we have the feathers right over here. So before we start, I'd like for us to do a little preparatory work. And so on your order of service, there are a couple of word clouds there. And we have these word clouds because it's often difficult to identify what that heaviness is. Where's it coming from? We just kind of feel down. People say we feel blue. So several of us brainstormed, and we came up with a lot of heaviness words. And I'd like for you to look those over and see if maybe one or two of those resonate with you more than others. Iris talked earlier about Christmas season, holiday season, winter solstice season. It has a lot of more. So that may result in chaos for you. I see chaos up there. So as we look at those, we are going to listen to our inner voices to see which of those rings true for us. I imagine it'll be different for most people in the room. When I looked over those, I thought, oh gosh, I don't know. I just feel heavy. I don't know what it is. So I stayed with it a little bit longer, and what I came up with was that I felt anxiety. So I looked on the list, and oh my gosh, anxiety is one that we didn't even have in this word cloud. And then I knew there was something else, but I couldn't really tell what it was. And I looked over the list, and nothing seemed to be exactly what I was feeling. And then I realized that it was anxiety. So I looked at the list. Anxiety's not there in that word cloud either. So that just lets you know that there's a lot more than just on this word cloud, but it's a good place to get started. I didn't want to admit that I had anxiety. I've never thought of myself as an anxious person, and I just couldn't believe that that's what it was, and yet it was. Some people, especially those of us who are grieving losses, end up feeling angry, and we're kind of surprised because we think that we should be sad. I mean, we just experienced a loss, and yet there is anger bubbling up. So you might find anger is one of yours. So I invite you to kind of just take a few minutes and look over the list, and you may have a pencil there in your pew, and you can circle or write something in that you're kind of feeling right now that drew you to come to this service. Invite us to look at the lightness word cloud. As we look at the lightness cloud, notice which of those words resonates with how you're feeling right now in this moment. Maybe you can't feel it. Maybe there's too much heaviness on your heart. So let's look at ones we long for. What would we like to add more to our life? Create space for some of this lightness. When I looked at the lightness, I realized that I wanted more trust and more peace. And before, when I looked at it for heaviness, I had anxiety and uncertainty. And what I realized is what I wanted to create more space for in my life was almost exactly opposite of what I had chosen in the first place. I mean, I was surprised, but I guess I shouldn't have been. So as you contemplate a little bit more on this and hold those in your heart, look at the relationship, too, of one to the other. We may come up with some specific lightnesses, and we may just stay with the general lightness. Sometimes we can't just get these things to come to us right when we want them to come. May come tonight when you're trying to get to sleep. So we're going to take both the lightness and the heaviness and hold them in our hearts as we ready ourselves for our ritual today. It's a ritual of pain, what hurts us, what's heavy on our hearts, and lightness. What are we longing to create space for in our lives? So let's sink into a little moment of silence as we look at both of those together, and then I'll call you back to start our ritual. Clyde will help us. You can contemplate the music as well. I invite you back for our ritual. Rituals give us the opportunity to connect with our sacred essence. We did that when we began. We called in and kindled our sacred essence. When we have our sacred essence, it can help kindle other people's sacred essence, and we're here together in community to do that, and a larger meaning beyond ourselves. So we have the opportunity to let go of some of the heaviness and create some lightness in our hearts. And we get to serve as witness as other people do the same. For those of us participating in person, we will start like we do our regular candle lighting for joys and concerns. You'll line up, you'll come down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, instead of having a basket of candles, we have a bowl of rocks. And so choose yourself a rock. Come over to this bowl right here, and you're going to hold the rock over your heart and feel the heaviness. Good. Iris is going to demonstrate for us. You come over to the bowl. You hold your rock over your heart. You think back to what is so heavy for you, and you want to release it. So you say, in my case, it was, I release uncertainty and, I'm forgetting, anxiety. So you can hold it silently, you can whisper it to yourself, or if you're at home, you can put it in the chat. So I said mine out loud. Iris may choose a different way to do hers, so we'll let her release it. And then Iris walks over to the other bowl, and it's a bowl of feathers. So she selects a feather. Again, she holds it on her heart. She feels the lightness. And then she can either proceed in silence, or she can say to herself in a whisper, I create space for, and then she can circle around and return to her seat. So I invite you, as you're ready, it may take you a little bit more time before you decide what you want to let go of. You can say simply, I release heaviness. And then you come over here and you can say, I create space for lightness, whatever's light for you. So I invite you to line up as we do for joys and sorrows. Come down the stairs then, or if you're already on the first floor, you can stay on the first floor and go over to the bowl of rocks. Select one. As we come back together, let us be grateful for this community that supports us in noticing our heaviness and supporting us through the release of that heaviness. And let's be more intentional about following up on that release by creating space in our hearts for some lightness in life. May it be so.
I'm so glad we were all together today. Thank you for coming. Whether you were here in our bricks and mortar building or joining us virtually. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Clyde. After our moment of prayer or meditation, I just want to invite all of you to sit here as long as you would like to. Clyde's going to play a little music. Again, Nancy Bragg from the Good Grief Group is here, as are some of the pastoral visitors. Maybe if you could just raise your hand, Tori, Jill, Myrtle, and I'm Iris. We'll all be here if you would like to talk to any of us. So please join me in a moment of prayer or meditation. Spirit of life and renewal, moving in all things, in grasses and stars, in waters and fields, in every living thing, and in each one of us. Let us awaken to the power so abundant and holy that returns each year through earth and sky. We will find our hearts again and our good spirits. We will love and believe and give and wonder. We will feel again the eternal powers, and we will be changed. We will be different because of this time. The flow of life moves ever onward through one chilling winter into another faithful spring, and another and another. May we be at peace. May we know peace. May all living things be at peace. May all living things know peace. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen.